Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Hen.
And I'm Caty for 9. Sorry for getting really close to the mic. I had to reach for my earbuds because I don't have them.
Yes. I was at work while this played, so I haven't seen anything here.
I haven't told him anything. No hints. No nothing.
No nothing.
Not my reaction. Not anything.
Not anything, and I don't want it to, and I haven't seen anything yet. Somehow I managed to spoiler dodge, so I'm just gonna click this.
Ooh, be careful, be careful. I'm just gonna be extra careful here, so I'm gonna click onto Google Chrome, and I'm gonna click
Play.
Play. Okay, good. This will start in a minute.
Okay. I have no clue what the hell this is gonna be. And I don't want you to say anything.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
You're going to have to be quiet until this actually starts, because I don't want to... Oh boy.
Oh, that was much sooner than I thought.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora.
He looks a little bit squished, but that's fine.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first...
Oh, I stretched it to fit the screen.
Oh, that's fine. You probably didn't have to do that.
Anyone knows what we'll be announcing.
I didn't want like letterboxes.
Nintendo staff worldwide.
Oh my god.
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy.
Okay.
Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast.
Okay, that's fine.
So it won't be available right away. Please understand
that's fine.
That it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this. And say,
I don't even want to look at the top bar. Like the top thing.
So,
oh, it doesn't say anything.
The fun of getting our hands on the latest information.
Again, making sure that this all is recording. Okay, yeah.
That's not the character I was picturing. I hope you don't have any hard feelings.
I'm picturing several characters, and I don't know which one it would be, so...
I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now, let's do this.
What is this? The fuck is this?
Covering my facial expression with my phone.
Oh, Fire Emblem. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious then.
The time is finally
I didn't think they would go for that, but... I mean, that's fine. I like how it's like, oh, I bet everybody would be surprised, even though I don't think this is going to be that surprising. Unless they're going to do a bait and switch right here.
I won't say anything yet.
Okay.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
No, I'm going to join Smash.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice. You must join Smash.
Yeah, I figured as much. I like how I didn't check in-game notifications in Fire Emblem Heroes, because I'm not sure if it would have actually said anything about this, but I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah, that's not all that surprising.
Consumes even the darkness itself.
My reaction video is pretty funny. I won't repeat my joke there, like, to its full extent, but basically I was like, I like how him joining Smash gets him out of the void, which somehow makes more sense than what happens in the game.
Yes. Nope, we're not done yet.
You return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Become a lady, apparently.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
Oh, what is this? Ooh.
How is this?
Okay, now that's more interesting. What?
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's relics. With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach.
At least that's pretty cool that they're finally getting in other freaking weapons.
Yeah, no, in short, basically, like, Byleth is kind of a swordsman in name only, because they use, other relics.
Also.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dumbass only realized that, they picked sword and bow and lance and axe, because obviously, you know, the lights. That didn't tip me off at all. I had to realize that after the fact, but yeah, I guess they represent all the houses.
I like how it seems like they have all the, characters in the background there, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, of course, we didn't have a Three Houses Spears event, so like...
Oh, I thought we did have a Three Houses Spears
didn't.
event. Okay, because I said on the video that we did.
No, that's why I saw this coming from a mile away, in general. I just didn't think it would be Character 5.
Yeah, no.
Like, that's the one thing that surprises me, is that it's here. I'm fine with this. Again, I like Three Houses. I have no complaint about
I'm
this.
actually, like, I don't mean to, like... I'm not going to say any more than this, but I'm really excited for the way that they play.
Yeah, sure.
It's really cool.
I'm interested to see more.
There you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining the battle. Fire Emblem Three Houses.
And literally nobody was.
So it's still
No.
Even so, you'll soon be able to.
But, Ho's Mad is trending on Twitter.
January 28th.
Because Ho's are mad.
Oh, I bet.
Ultimate Fighters Pass.
I mean, they got belly button. What more do you want?
Bite slip.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry. First off, what is Fire Emblem?
I feel like we've had this one before, but okay.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
I'm assuming that has to do with Japanese.
Yeah.
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the
I think because you can't have an M there. Normally, it will be followed by a U at least. So like,
yeah, so it's hard for him to say.
Well, it's tactical in that it simulates combat. You can think
it's not like how he showed off the oldest fucking game.
Yes.
In other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle.
But yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm certainly not opposed to anything. I like how they once again picked the male one as the fucking face of the character. Oh.
Yes.
Sexism.
And so on. But Fire Emblem,
even though I'm pretty sure, like...
each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games.
In terms of anything, the female character is more popular, but like...
Corrin has the same thing going on.
Yeah.
And all of them kind of have that, where the female one is more popular.
Yeah, but like... I feel like... Robin's kind of weird in that regard, in that, like...
It feels like it's 50-50,
yeah,
depending on the source material, and, like...
No, but, like, I feel like in the canon, like, they have the male Robin, and, like, in the canon of Fates, they usually go with the female one. Three Houses, I'm actually not sure about, so... I just think it's funny that, like, they're 3 for 3 now.
But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special.
I assume no counterattack here, at least.
There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack, and you counter.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
It's just a shame that, like, every character has a counter.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series. People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying...
I like how Heroes is officially Fire Emblem game, then.
Challenge. I'll give it a try.
I mean, it's made enough fucking money. Saying 776 in Japanese sounds very fun.
Yes.
There you go, 17.
He's cute.
So, you saw how I was counting in a weird way, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17. Awesome, isn't it?
But Sakurai, people saw the 3 and thought of 3 houses, so you weren't that clever.
Yeah. Oops.
Oops.
Even though he meant it for like
Binary.
You can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go. What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses.
And then they spoil the entire fucking
Once you've chosen a house, you
He doesn't actually spoil all that much.
well, you end up
Does he
running
spoil stuff we don't know?
No.
Okay.
After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their region.
Shown here, the grown-up
It's a
students.
very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
Well, there's that spoiler.
But he doesn't explain what it means.
No, I
To
know.
understand the concept of Fire
Even
Emblem
though,
Three
like,
Houses, I
the
played
fact
the
that the
version
entire
of
tutorial was
before
based
release.
around spoiler alert, that event.
Well, he doesn't say that that's what
No.
that
The
is.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
If you have no idea what you're looking at, you wouldn't piece those 2 things together.
That's right.
because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
So now that Sakurai's done mansplaining Fire Emblem, here 3 houses to us.
Terry Bogard's showcase video, I mentioned
No, I'm
that
kidding.
it was recorded a month in advance. But this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release.
Oh my god.
Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
Also, I guess that's where all the sword costumes are gonna go. It's because we have a sword character. Which people did predict, but...
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth.
Ooh, they didn't censor female Byleth at all.
Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either.
I just noticed that her, but actually both of their
You could say that they're
boots
a
are,
distance
like,
demon. The hero's relic they use
non-symmetrical.
changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something.
Also, did you see any
The
of
sword
this
extends
already,
like
or...?
this.
I actually did watch the entire thing through the end, and I'm really glad that I did.
Okay. Alright.
It was pretty terrifying.
Don't-
I knocked him
don't
into
tell
the
me.
air with that
No.
attack. And in addition,
That's really cool.
you can do all
That's really cool. I like
Beating the
that
shit
a
out
lot.
of his son.
That said, you'll launch opponents upward until their damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
The stage looks really cool, by the way, too.
I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology.
Oh, is it now?
First, we'll go through the forward and back air.
More like air
As you can
bore.
see, they have a long
Okay, it was actually revolutionary.
Marth's air
No,
attack
that's a
keeps
no.
the
I meant
weapons
no,
in
not
check, too.
bore as in B-O-R-E. Bore as in B-O-A-R.
Oh, yes.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yes.
If Byleth does the same
That's-
thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it.
Shaking my head to power crap, my
Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here. Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way,
I assume the bow is going to be like the least used. It's just going to be like a neutral
The shaft
special,
part
like
is
Link
weaker.
and various other characters. I'm
so it's not
guessing.
suited to close combat. It won't deal much
Ooh, it has a
damage,
tipper.
and it won't launch opponents far. That's why
Also, of course, Marth is losing to the lance. What are you talking about? Don't you know your Fire Emblem? Oh my
or
god.
downward in this case. Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
That's insane. It doesn't look too powerful, though. It looks more powerful than it
Actually, you can
is.
use
Yeah,
the smash
no.
attack to charge forward a little, like this.
That's neat.
But as you'd expect, it can be easily shielded, so be careful. Use it in midair and you'll carve up a large area. Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well, although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs.
This does make me wonder why the hell they waited so
These
long
Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
to release this
It's
video.
named
It was
after a
recorded 2
weapon
months
that
ago.
appears in Ugaritic myth.
He said that's something to do with the holidays, so I guess he wanted to wait until...
It really
Sure,
is.
but I mean, like, we had a major drought
You can
until
have a
this
knee
thing.
effect with this attack.
But, like, I don't know, I just think it's funny.
Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's
What
a
does that
bold move,
mean?
similar to the Falcon Punch.
Let's
But here's what makes
let's see if it pays off.
When readying the move, there's a super armor effect,
That's pretty cool.
which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this.
I like that thing that he just
It's
yells.
a bit
Yeah,
slower than
same.
the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed. Another notable
So what's up with
aspect
Captain
is that
Falcon
when
getting
you
his ass
attack
kicked by
with
Fire
Falcon
Emblem characters?
While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like
Because
this.
they had their game series revived and he didn't.
Yeah.
They won't
so they're
let you
making
jump,
fun of him.
but you could use it as a surprise attack.
It's honestly, Captain Falcon and
Also, you can turn
Fire
around
Emblem
really
Heroes win.
Captain Falcon gotcha game win.
So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
We'll just have like 17 million Captain Falcon ults.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move,
Should just add Captain
it can
Falcon
be
to
really
Mario
effective
Kart
when
Tour.
used against a group
Oh my
of
god, they
opponents.
could.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
That's neat.
It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them.
Honestly, Byleth seems like a pretty straightforward character, just
By
from
the way,
this.
Earlier, I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters.
Good.
Hits with that much power in a single
Instant
attack.
KO if you
Counters can
counter.
actually multiply the
Really?
power of
Look at that, look.
and using easily anticipated
Instant
attacks
KO.
could just get you hit.
Well, to be fair, I don't think he was inputting anything,
Yes.
so that doesn't help.
Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Fail Not, which shares its name with the bow.
It
from
will
the Knights of the
not
Round Table.
fail.
It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pitts and other fighters like him.
This is my son I actually care about and won't beat the shit out of.
Like how you should break the entire fucking
Also,
bench.
create certain combos with it.
Fuck this table.
You're not a very good teacher.
And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects.
Can
to
you
this
like
bow.
aim it or something?
That's what I
First,
thought.
The biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button.
Okay, that's fine.
You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks
Damn.
like a beam of light. You can perform
That's
this
pretty
move
cool.
by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so, charge a bit more, and then fire. But again, you'll need to take care when using this move. For one, when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button.
Yeah, it seems that if somebody sees that coming, it's pretty easy to avoid, but...
So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
Again, destroying the frickin' skull.
Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything,
Who's a monastery? Don't correct me.
which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move.
So if I have the fighter's pass, do I get a second Byleth?
So you need to think carefully when using
In
this.
Fire Emblem Heroes?
Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see,
Combo
you
gets his
team up
chance
with
another day.
mysterious Sophis and launch an attack together.
This stage looks really cool. I already said that, but...
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set
Okay.
up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered
Yeah,
ones
like the
are
other
female.
ones. Wait, actually no.
However,
Wait,
the third, fourth, and
Ooh,
fifth
that's cool.
colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to.
Oh.
The sixth color is based on Sophis, who you just saw earlier.
I assume 7 and 8 are,
And the
yeah.
seventh and eighth
Yeah.
variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game story.
the Gardevoir hair
Didn't we see
alt.
this variation in the final
Yes.
smash? Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery.
I mean, yeah, they know we spent most of the game there.
This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall,
Okay,
bridge, and cathedral, all in one stage.
that's cool.
It's the type
Shaking
of
my head, no
stage that
fishing.
rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas.
I assume it's just all the students. And then
The
some.
first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their
Hey!
names are a bit difficult to
Fucking
say.
Sakurai just called me out!
The Kingdom of Fargus.
He told me not to call him
That means
Dimitri!
they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess
You piece of shit!
Dimitri.
You'll pat for this!
You'll pat for this.
He's an unfortunate one, that one.
Also, you just missed it.
There are
What?
vendors on either side.
He said something really funny. You're gonna want to
These
rewind.
are
Okay.
important students of the Blue Lion's
Okay,
house.
fine.
Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that
Also,
reason,
no
I guess you could say
Mercedes out of 10.
he had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one.
You said you were gonna spoil anything, Sakurai!
There are vendors
To be
in
fair,
Iron
it's never actually stated how he
In the
did
original-
that.
No, I was actually just about to point that out.
where you buy
But still,
all
I really like that moment, because I'm like, Sakurai, what the
I
fuck?
like how you could just destroy those.
You see,
That's useless but
if you
fun.
do
Yeah, 0 out of 10 on no Mercedes.
the stage will expand to the left and right.
That's kind of neat.
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
I mean, they could probably just pick
And in
them
the
up.
background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass
Yes.
through this area and
Yes, you
fire
can.
into houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks
Shake
to
'em,
this
hey, you don't summon the
mysterious
gatekeeper for your final smash.
Just
Ooh,
when it
that
seems
looks
like
really
you've come
nice.
to a stop,
Oh, there goes the
You'll
roof.
come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building. And the guests in the
Also,
reception
no Bernie out of 10.
No Bernie out of 10.
of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire. And as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However,
You know what that means? Gino confirmed because Mario RPG had the starting battle of chandeliers.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down. Also, you can break this table. Like so. Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed. It's similar to the bridge of
I would say
The guests are
0
from the
Marianne
Golden
out of
Deer,
10,
Hilda,
but I mean at least they like
belong
made
to
up
the
with the other
Lester
ones.
line.
Yeah, at least they have Hilda there. Interesting how they have all the retainers except for
Because it's an
Hubert.
alliance of many
Yeah.
noble families. You could say that they have a wide assortment of members.
Also, everybody's favorite character, Lawrence.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series.
No, are they
I
now?
guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can
As for the bridge, it sure is a bridge.
edges of the square.
Yes, but yeah, at least Hilda's here.
Yes.
You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Yeah, it's weird that they didn't have Hubert of all
The last
characters.
area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flane, and Rhea. There's
You have to be
Sedith,
careful
who
that you don't
used to
get
have an
fisted in this
extremely
stage.
strong bond with his sister, Flane. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities. I feel that Flame might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged. It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
I like how all of them have walk-offs, though.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side. Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker! And Hero!
Yes.
Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
No classic mode this time, which is interesting.
Well, I mean, he only did that for Terry. He didn't do that for any of the others.
Oh, I thought he did it for 2 characters.
No, he only did it for Terry. I think he showed off classic mode pre-release, like for I think Ryu, like partway.
Got it.
But that's it. Like he didn't really do that for the other characters.
He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch.
And then Ike just kicks her ass.
Perfect shield at that, huh?
That's the female one. I didn't even see which one it was yet.
If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected. Good, there's Mom.
You're not wrong.
I like how he calls Mother Brain Mom.
Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not.
Corn uses projectiles, but we already dealt with Corn.
I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it. But I mustn't give up.
Oh my god.
I can't waste the chance. There's another smash ball.
What is with this order, though?
Now, what are you charging up for? There's still more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state.
Nice.
I hit him. I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game. It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end. Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages.
That's neat.
There are already 11 Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy this as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board.
Apparently the art for the students hasn't been released yet.
Includes the house leaders among
so this is like brand new art.
Well, that's cool. Also, Hope.
Also, there's a new classic mode.
They missed a couple ones there, but
which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the
they had all the wife. So they don't think.
The final battle is against.
Did they skip Petra?
But you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Hold on. Yeah, they skipped her, and then they skipped all the male characters.
Oops.
Also, there's a new classic mode route, a heroic legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages.
See, they should have had Hubert there because then they could have just all skipped all the male characters.
The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
Okay.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
I'm interested to see what this is gonna be. Solo. Oh, or that. Yes.
It's Assassin's Creed.
No, but I like how they said it like that, even
yes.
though, like, shouldn't you just say Assassin's Creed? Because, like...
Yes.
Good. I guess this is the Ubisoft pack. we gonna have a Rip Rayman? Well, there's the Mega Man X one. And I assume, the other Mega Man also, the one that was missing so far? Yeah. That's the one, I think. So we're still missing the Monster Hunter costumes. I mean, I guess there's a Microsoft costume. Why it didn't come with Banjo, we'll never know, but there it is.
I'm weirdly excited for the Cuphead one. Like, it's cute.
Every single, indie game Mii costume must be a gunner, apparently.
Yes.
That's cool. I didn't expect this selection. It certainly is an interesting bunch, I can tell you that much. So, again, to recap, what we're missing right now, the Chocobo had the Geno costume, the 2 Monster Hunter costumes, Lloyd, Heihachi, and Gil from something was one of the Namco ones. We're definitely getting a Namco character, is what I'm saying.
And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead,
I also like how they just don't care about the meat proportions with that one.
Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation.
I don't care because like it's a good way to have that character, but like I just think it's funny.
After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
I like that the guy who ties his knees together is there.
No, I don't know why he ties his knees together.
Amiibo.
Are we gonna have
for Dark Samus
DLC
pretty
ones?
good, doesn't it?
It
Dark
does.
Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday,
Oh, shit.
January 17th.
What's tomorrow?
Oh shit. Oops.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighters Pass is
Yay!
the lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard.
It's all the anime dudes and Banjo.
From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
I don't know if Byleth so much fits into that category, but I mean, I'll give you the
we'll
rest.
continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
No. Second row. Okay. Ooh. Alright.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time. For
Good.
this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown, so please keep an eye out. And now that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
So Waluigi is
But I
in?
still hope you'll look forward to it.
He's that 6th character.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass
Who?
Volume 2.
What is
Last
that?
time, it was a Rex costume. But this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the
Alright
Wild.
then.
Yeah, that got me nervous for a
This
split
will not
second.
be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2. It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC, which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
Bye. For choice development. Alrighty.
So, that's that.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I'm actually pretty excited.
I'm moderately excited, mostly because like it was kind of like it's probably one of the safest choices they could have gone. So it's not like I'm like whoa, I'm not like mind blown, but it looks cool, looks fine, looks good. I'm not disappointed by it.
No.
I'm just like it's like okay, well I mean, yeah, I kind of saw that one coming, but
Yes.
I'm excited for the 6 other characters that we're gonna have. Again, noting the missing me costumes, there's at least 2 or 3 options in there, depending on how you want to look at it, so I foresee that happening. I wonder when they're gonna start revealing what those are, and when they're gonna be releasing those, and like what the release window for that is. Like, I don't know, I have no idea.
They said that all of the characters will be released by December of next year.
Oh,
Or
did
to 2021 or something.
Did they?
Mm-hmm. I said it at the bottom.
Oh, okay. You can go back in the video.
It said it... Hold
No,
on,
that's way too
that's
far.
way too far.
There. A little bit back, Okay, come on.
I'll let you do it, because I can't really man the mouse that easily.
Thought that one or stated this Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume.
It says all Challenger packs will be
okay.
released by December 31st, 2021.
Well, that's a very definitive date. So, yeah, I guess that's over the course of like 2 years then. So I guess they're going to be very kind of few and far between then. They're not going to be like releasing that quickly. I'm guessing, personally, what I'm guessing for I don't know when the hell they're going to be releasing Byleth. Have they set that on the website?
The 28th?
No, that's when they're going to do the pass, but I don't know if that's when they're going to release the DLC. I mean, it might be, but I don't know. But the point is that I think that if we're not going to have a Nintendo Direct until February, like, I don't know if they're going to go ahead and, like...
Nintendo fans watch a 38-minute Nintendo Direct and all they got was another Fire Emblem character. I was mad.
Yes. Again, mad is like the very last thing that I am. I'm perfectly fine with this.
Yeah, I don't know when the release date is. I can't find it. I thought I read that they were releasing on the 28th.
Yeah. Okay, well, either way, I think that, like, I don't know. See, the last time we got, between the announcement and the reveal of the first character, it was about a month. So if there's a February Direct, I think that we're going to get Character 1 announced, judging by that. Is that a safe assumption to make?
I think that sounds reasonable.
That sounds reasonable. And then we won't get anything until E3, where we're probably going to get 2. Then probably near the end of the year, we'll get Character 9, as it were here. And then, or maybe not even. They might spread them out even more. Like 1 character at E3, and then 1 character later in the year. Then 1 character early 21, 1 character at E3, 2021, and then the final character like later in that year. I think that's probably how they're going to spread them out, and obviously they'll release about halfway in the interval period. So, minus Byleth, I assume that like every 4 months we'll get a character announcement, and then about 2 months after we'll get the release of the character.
Yeah. That's
probably what I'm guessing, unless, again, they want to do 2 reveals at E3.
Yeah, no, Byleth is releasing on the 28th.
Oh, okay.
Along with the new pack.
That's cool. That's fine.
That's what I thought.
Alright. Do you want to have any guesses as to what's in this pack?
Gino.
I feel like Gino is a pretty safe thing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if...
You had a piece of lint on your shoulder this entire time. It was driving me insane. It's okay.
But, I'm feeling that one too, again, because the costume's gone, and it seems weird that it is.
He wouldn't dick us around for like 2 years.
No.
Just to reveal the Gino costume.
No. We'll definitely get one of the Namco characters, be it Lloyd or Heihachi. The latter is kind of in a weird situation where, like, I'm not sure, because I think that character's, like, kind of been retired in Tekken itself, and with the voice actor not being around anymore, like, it's kind of, like, I don't know.
I wonder how they'd feel about using archived clips.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that will be an option.
I don't know if he's going to get new voice.
But,
obviously,
like, either way, like, it's...
Yeah.
The point is that I do think we're going to get Lloyd and or Heihachi. Probably or, not both. If Gino is here, it can probably be assumed that the Mallow hat was real, which means we're going to get the character from Doom also. So that's about 3. I'm guessing Capcom's going to get something.
Phoenix Wright.
I hope Phoenix Wright, but you never know. So I'm going to guess Capcom. Yeah, Monokuma is one of my the hopeful things. That's 5. So the last one we're just going to say Waluigi and be done with it. But yeah, I think that's watch all of those be wrong. I'll be so sad. I at least want a couple of those. At least the ones with
Watch Challenger Pack 11 have the Gino costume and we just rip our fucking hair out.
Oh my god. No, that would be sad. But I wanna say that, like, I feel that if we have that at least with the costumes, like the 3 that I'm pretty confident on right now is Gino, a Namco character, and again, assume the Gino is happening and the Mallow hat was real. The Doom guy, he doesn't really have a name. People kind of go back and forth. I think that's the most popular one that people go with. But, like, I feel like those 3 are pretty solid bets. For the other ones, again, I'm guessing something Capcom, because they actually, besides Ken, who was just an Echo Fighter, they actually haven't gotten any new characters in this game. Whereas every other third party already
For the record, I would want Phoenix Wright's a Capcom character.
I would want Phoenix Wright also.
But I would be okay with Okami. I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Is Dante also a Capcom character?
Yeah.
I would be the least happy with that because
be...
I don't give a shit about Dante.
No,
but...
the only thing that would give us would be featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, but that would be a good meme. So like that's like a compensation prize.
Like that's a I feel like those three are like probably solid bets because
we're not gonna get another Mega Man character.
No, we're not gonna get another Mega Man character because I don't know what the fuck they would do, and they would all be pretty similar to Mega Man.
Yeah, no, and the Proto Man costume is still fucking missing, right?
No, we got Proto Man.
Oh, we did get Proto Man?
Proto Man was included with Banjo.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay.
No, we have all the Mega Man costumes now.
Oh, okay.
The only other thing for Capcom is that, like, we also don't have the Monster Hunter costumes, so that could maybe be a thing. Like, honestly, Capcom is, like, the wild card in that they have so many franchises, so many characters that, like, depending on what Sakurai feels, he can pick, like, one of a million things. But I feel like the options that we've outlined are probably, like, the top 5 options. We'll probably get an unrepresented company again, like we did last time with Terry. Monokuma. Hopefully. Hopefully. Come on, Nintendo, you own like 1% of the shares in his company? I mean, isn't that enough for you? He's already 1% into this game just by you owning it. No. That's the character that I'm hopeful for.
That's our dark horse pick.
That's our dark horse pick. And for that final one,
Waluigi.
I really do think they're gonna do Waluigi.
Well, he mentioned the Waluigi incident.
Did he?
That's what when he said "Don't harass me" on Twitter, he was basically mentioning that.
That's true.
Like, he might as well have just said, "Don't fucking tell me to add Waluigi, you motherfuckers."
I'm gonna add Waluigi, damn it.
Fuck you.
No, but, yeah, that's the thing. I will note that, again, if Gino is here, that means spirits are fine, and I will definitely note that despite the Ubisoft presence here, we didn't get the Rayman costume.
No.
So that is always still a possibility down the line. I know that's a...
I would be okay with Rayman.
I would be okay
I
with
would be
Rayman.
genuinely okay with Rayman.
That's probably one of the bigger Western things. And Ubisoft, honestly, they've worked together with Nintendo so much. Honestly, I can see if they would feel kind of shafted by now.
Yeah,
because they're like, hey, can we cut on in this Smash thing, or are you gonna just leave us? You gonna let us hanging? Okay, that's fine, Nintendo.
Call me.
Yeah, but that's another possibility, and there's a number of other characters that could be here. Not all are worth going over, but those are basically...
Not all are as equally thrilling to us.
No, see, I think the ones that we mentioned are basically, these characters we would be really excited
That would be, our dream pack.
Yeah, basically.
If we could pick the characters and tell Sakurai what to do, that would be our pick.
If I could pick the characters right now, from just, the... taking into account the things that I can, logic, which locks the character from Doom, which honestly, I don't mind Doom Guy, because...
No, because Doom was such an influential game.
It's if you want to have an FPS character, you probably should get the guy from Doom.
Because, no other game has an equal, there's, Captain Chef, what's his name? Chef Guy?
Master Chief.
Yes! I was going to say Master Chef. That was going to be my joke, but I can't remember what his...
They could go with that, and that would be, those would be about on par with,
Yeah, that's the only other character that I can think
That's
of.
the other big one where I would be
But
fine.
Halo is only on the Xbox, and... I'm actually... Yeah.
I mean, with Microsoft being so, buddy-buddy with Nintendo, honestly...
I think they picked Doom for cultural reasons over Halo, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe. I don't know. They could go either way with that one. Either way, that would be a pick for basically just, hey... Hey, America and Europe, do you want a character? Okay, have this first-person shooter character, you plebeians.
Yes.
No, but, honestly, because that's a genre that's completely unrepresented, so I feel like that would be...
I think Doom deserves it more, but I wouldn't be mad, because I don't care either way.
I don't... They would be about equal for me. again, there's still those talks about Bethesda getting a character or talking about Smash, and we still haven't seen any of that. So like,
I think they're gonna get a costume.
But they haven't gotten a costume yet. Like,
I think the Skyrim guy. I think the Dragonborn. He's gonna be a costume.
I've also heard people suggest that as the character recently.
I wouldldn't be mad about that either.
Because it's one of the biggest Western games in recent memory.
What's the guy's name? Tom Howard?
I honestly don't know.
He will port Skyrim to Smash. You'll just be able to play Skyrim in Smash.
Yeah, see, but like, and honestly, I feel like this would be a good time to like, if that was the costume, to add it. So maybe, you know, those are together. See, yeah. I'm going purely off of the fact that we have seen, again, like, it's still not letting it go. It's the weirdest thing where we've had this leak that's been alive for like, before Terry released. That was like the start of November. Nobody has like concretely disproven the me hats. Like, people have like
I just don't want
them.
it to be a Grinch leak again.
See, like, but that one had a clear time limit, but like this one, like, there's no see, that one, people wanted to like, whoever made that probably wanted to like get attention like before the game release, because obviously it's like, oh my god, it's a release roster, but here it's like, here's like a thing that hints at two characters that exist in the game, and people have officially forgotten about it, because like it's a rumor that's alive, but nobody cares anymore, because the first couple weeks, or the first like week or so where it was popular, like nobody was concretely able to prove whether or not it existed,
and then
or didn't exist.
Forgot about it.
Everybody forgot about it. It's a lot. Again, people have pointed out that it's really weird that it has a lot of similarities to this, but like there was that leak that had Ken for the base game, like a picture that just had Ken on the Splatoon stage with like Ivysaur and Pac-Man and Pichu, I think, and it looked real, but people just kind of forgot about it because people weren't able to say anything like one way or another about it, and so it kind of like fell by the wayside. But it was real in the end.
What is with Ken being in these leaks?
No, that's what people also are saying. Like, so, like, either, like, it's somebody paying homage to that, or, like, they're purposely doing that because that was the one real leak that existed. So it's kind of a weird situation in that regard. Like, I don't know, like...
Do you think it's leaked by the same person?
No, because apparently they got, like, hounded by the Nintendo ninjas and, like, got blacklisted from ever working in the game industry again. So no, I don't think it's the same person. But yeah, like that, like, it's just so weird that leak has been alive for so long and nobody has been able to prove it, and people have just stopped trying to prove whether or not it's real or not, because like that's the thing with the Grinch leak. Like, people kept talking about it. Like, it kept generating like buzz, like, for and against it. But here, like, this leak is like, people tried to recreate the costumes. They like did a pretty decent job. It wasn't spot on, and then people are like, I guess it could be possible that somebody modded this.
But I don't still buy that, because nobody could concretely recreate it 100%, because you can half-ass it, or you can, like...
Yeah, like people got pretty close, like, half-assed, but, like, they didn't fully recreate it, or, like, faithfully.
And why go to all that effort?
And the thing is, nobody also came forward and said, like, hey, I did this, which makes it really weird, because, like, if you're gonna go out of your way to do what is probably the most elaborate hack anybody's ever done for like a
if you're gonna bother to do something like that, just like, why not just, like, I don't know.
No, and that's the point, and also the fact that the Mallow has jiggle on it, which is weird, and people haven't been able to recreate, I think.
No.
So, like, I don't know, like, that leak still, like, I wanna believe that it's real, because I would find the characters that it promises interesting.
Yeah, I find Doom Guy agreeable. I mean, we get Gino. I don't really care.
Yeah, no, that's basically the pick here, and I think that's a fair and non-offensive choice.
No, like, extremely niche. I don't think most people are gonna care.
No, see, yes, but no, because it is a really popular game. It's just that, like, I don't think See, I don't think a lot of people, like, prior to him being part of the rumor cycle, like, I don't think most people were like, that's a thing that I want. But now that, like, he is, people are like, yeah, I want that. I'd play that.
Yeah, no, because it's just something you don't consider, and now it seems like such a strong possibility.
Yeah, like, I feel like that's the problem, is that, like, it wasn't really considered, but now that people are thinking about it, they're like, hey, yeah, let's do that.
Why the hell not?
It's kind of like the way that you feel about Mock Rider ever since the Grinch leak.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you were like, I had never considered this, but now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, why the hell not? Yeah, no. And if Mock Rider were in this pack, I'd be very excited.
Yes. But I don't think they would do that, but it would be neat. But
who owns Mock Rider?
Nintendo.
Exclusively?
Yeah. No, Mock Rider was like the retro character that was in the Grinch League, which Ultima didn't end up having at all, but the other games all did. So like that was kind of why that was included probably too.
I think we might get our retro character here, and I think it would be Mock Rider.
Like, Mock Rider is basically, like, the one character you could still do anything with, because, like, the hell other Takamaru, I guess, but, like...
He's not...
Assist Trophy Hell, and
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna crack open Assist Trophy Hell for him, so...
No. Unfortunately, I know he has his fans, but it's not gonna happen.
No, like, Isaac is more likely...
Waluigi's the most likely.
But Waluigi is going to be the one to do it.
Yes.
Like,
it's not going to be anybody else. I'm sorry, Dracula or Alucard fans or Isaac fans.
But that's because like Castlevania's probably not going to get an art character.
Yeah.
Like, there's other reasons for why Alucard's like not on the table, but like Takamaru and Isaac, like I know there's people who want those characters, but they're like not.
And I hate to tell you no, but
not
it's
quite
but
enough.
no.
How long have we been going? We've been going for an hour. But,
Okay.
We'll wrap up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like we were saying, if I were to pick this pass right now, or just challenger pack, if you want to call that. Again, going off of the rumors, Doom Guy Gino. I would pick Gino anyways at this point because. Come on, it's been,
what the hell?
It's been since fucking Melee. Just put him in already.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Just fucking do it.
Just do it. Now that we have both Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, like, I see nothing holding him back necessarily. There's enough requests. He's probably the biggest, like, the most requested character right now. Like, and the longest standing request. Like, come on. I feel like they deliberately, also kind of deliberately saved him for this pass, if that was the thing, because like they had Banjo in the last one, which was like the big
like the pack is gonna have a bunch of fan pleasers in it. Like it's gonna have a fan pleaser, it's gonna have a niche pick.
Yeah.
Retro is a theme. Just character that is an advertisement. You know, that kind of thing. So the packs kind of follow a theme of the characters where like they all represent something.
Yeah. I see that.
So I think that
Ooh. I just thought of something.
What?
Last time that we had this, the first character revealed was from a third-party game that was basically like a big new release. Isn't Doom getting like a game like in March? Like a new one?
I wouldn't know.
It had the commercial twice at the Game Awards. How do you not know this?
Oh, was it that commercial?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was a Doom game. Hold on, new Doom game. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I remember the commercial now because it was like the other one.
It doesn't exactly matter. But the point is that like that's like a new release to a like long-standing franchise that like. I feel like that kind of falls into the thing, but that's looking at patterns, and I don't think there's going to be that many patterns. Second character's going to be Square Enix. It's going to be no, not really. But yeah. So those two characters.
Yeah, November 2nd is coming out of this year.
November 2nd.
November 22nd of this year.
This year, it's 2020 right now.
Yeah, November at the end of this year.
Oh, the end of this year. They pushed it back then, I guess. Oh well, doesn't matter. But the point is that back to putting together our pack. I would pick those two characters. I would pick sorry people who want Lloyd. I would pick Heihachi over Lloyd.
I would also pick Heihachi over Lloyd only because JRPG Swordsman, we got technically 2 of them last time.
Yeah, I know we have like 2.5.
And I know Lloyd could like be
now.
unique because I know he has 2 swords and all. I've played Tales of Symphonia. I like Lloyd, but like I feel like Heihachi would be better. But like,
I feel like that one would be more fitting because like it's currently like he's currently like Sakurai's only known White Whale, and that he tried to put him in and they couldn't figure out how he would work and then ditched him for Smash 4 DLC. So I feel like that would be fitting if he would come back here. And again, he would have like the big fighting game franchises like represented. It all works out.
Yeah.
So I would have those 3. I would put in Phoenix Wright for Capcom. My random pick would be Monokuma, as I said, and then I would put in Waluigi because, like, if this is, I don't see. He hasn't said now because they call it Volume 2, right?
Yes.
They didn't say like this is the end all be all pack. Like there's
no, and
see, honestly, depending on how the Switch is doing, if the Switch is still alive and kicking, like doing perfectly well for itself,
I would expect a Volume 3.
I would not rule out Volume 3. No. So
I foresee 3 volumes. I foresee that. But I'm on the fence.
I wouldn't go beyond that, but there is a possibility. But let's just say that there isn't. Then I would say, see, no matter what they do, I think they're gonna end on Waluigi. So if this is the final pack, they're gonna end on Waluigi. If this is not the final pack, then he's gonna be pushed back to the 3rd one. Because like I feel like they don't really want to open those floodgates with the assist trophies. Like that would be like okay, come in. Okay, that's enough.
Yes. All I need to know is if the guy from Brawl in the Family would make a song about Waluigi getting in Smash.
He would get death threats if he wouldn't.
Probably.
No, don't. That's a joke about Waluigi. That see, it's like poetry. So.
Yes, Waluigi fans are intense.
No, but yeah, I think that's gonna wrap everything up. Do you have anything else to add?
I thought for a second they were gonna fake us out and add Sothis.
I don't know if I would have been okay with that or not. Like, that would have been interesting at least. But
that would have been big spoiler territory though. Because I don't know what the hell she does.
No, because Fire Emblem Heroes does it without spoilers.
That's true.
So, I assume it would just be like that.
Yeah.
So, like, for a second, I thought that they were maybe going that route, and I'm like, I don't know what they're doing with that. And it kind of intrigues me, but I figured that they're not going to do it, and then they didn't. And
apparently something in our chat thought Solon was going to be the character for a second.
Good. Yeah, but, I think that's gonna about sum it up. I'm very happy that I managed to make it home without knowing what this character was.
I was really anxious for your response.
Did I deliver?
Yeah, no, because like, see, I thought you would be disappointed for some reason.
No, I wasn't. No, I'm not disappointed. Again, I had like, I expected 3 houses to be a thing. Like, I've been saying that for months now.
There's no way it wasn't going to be a thing.
Because they did spirit events for, like, every single other big release. They didn't do anything for Luigi's Mansion, but I don't know if they would necessarily, like, done much for that one. But, like, every big new release, they had whatever the mech game was called, they did...
Daemon X Machina?
Yeah, they did Astral Chain just the other day. They did another one that I'm forgetting about. Obviously for Dragon Quest, they had like a tie-in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And DLC characters. They did stuff for Sword and Shield, and like I already had kind of assumed it, but once Sword and Shield got spirits, I'm like, no, we're definitely getting
3 houses.
3 houses down the line. I actually said that it wouldn't be in this pack because I figured it would be too early, since this was decided like last year, But Sakurai said that he had gotten like a build of the game before it came out and shit, so. Yeah, but I mean, I guess that was early enough then for him to decide on this.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I just figured it would be pushed back. So like that was my only surprise, is that that it would be that they had Byleth as character 5.
But it was gonna happen. It was inevitable.
It was gonna happen. Byleth was Thanos at this point.
It was Thanos. It was inevitable.
Byleth was inevitable. So,
Yes.
like, that's why I probably didn't have, like, that big of a reaction, because I saw this coming from a mile away.
Yeah, no, I also did.
I just didn't...
And I'm definitely not disappointed, because I really like what they did.
I like what they did with the character. Again, it's not like... There's not much of a gimmick to this character, like there is to, say, like,
Terry.
Yeah. Or Joker, or Hero.
But I like that it's not just here's a sword fighter.
No, they did deliver on that. I like the way that they're implementing the even the sword itself. I like the way that they're implementing it.
Yeah, because it's a fucking whip sword. It's cool.
Yes. So again, I'm cool with this. Me costumes were all neat. We're all fine. I guess we can write off 2 more options for DLC characters.
What do you mean?
3 if you count the rabbits. Well, the other me costumes.
Oh, yeah.
Not that those were, like, any of those were, like, highly speculated, but, like, I guess we can write them off nonetheless. See, that's what I mean, like, I guess, like, if Ubisoft is getting a character, it's gonna be Rayman.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like Assassin's Creed was, like, the other big one that they could have gone for.
I feel like Assassin's Creed is, like...
That's like, their big modern franchise.
Yeah.
So that was the other one that I was, like, expecting them to maybe do, but, like... So, I don't know, I could easily see Rayman being one of these characters. Again, maybe they won't do Waluigi, but... Now they've set a precedent for at least having one Nintendo character. It's not going to be all third party, so maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see what they do. Again, there's no such things as patterns when it comes to Smash, but what we had last time is 2 characters from companies already represented. We had 1 character from a Western developer. We had 2 characters from completely new companies. Again, that overlaps with Banjo. I guess, like, Atlas is weird in that it's technically a new company, but it isn't, because it's just another Sega.
Yeah, no,
character.
it's Sega.
It's Sega now. But, and then having 1 Nintendo character. So, like, with those puzzle pieces, you could possibly try to figure out what...
And if you wanted to, you could look into it even further as, like, a character Westerners would like, a character that it doesn't really appeal to Westerners, or demographics. And
overall, though, again, because I guess we should do this because we haven't done that yet. Where are you at? Where are you at, boys? No, not you.
Fighters down the line.
Where?
As I stated,
it has like a screen here
more DLC fighters
with like all the characters,
I
and
had
I want
thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but well, have a look.
Also, I'm happy that they didn't go with 1 or 2, because 1 or 2 would have been...
That would have been extremely disappointing.
Okay, so I guess we can't get a shot of the old Fighters Pass. Maybe if I go over here... Hold on. I know another place where I can maybe get it. Wait, was it before this? Yeah, it was here, I think.
I better... Banjo!
Oh, well, here's this at least.
Joker!
Visually, but doesn't have the other final character on it.
At this, about 2.5 minutes.
Joker-Zard, Edge-Zard, Banjo-Zard, and Charizard, Terry-Zard, and Charizard, but with no trainer.
Good. But yeah, I guess this is as close as we're gonna get. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I didn't really have much of a connection to the first 2 characters. Obviously, I played both Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie and 3 Houses, so those are the characters for me, basically. But I also really like Terry for just meme values.
Yes,
and
Terry's
just,
great. I became a fan of Terry overnight.
Yeah. She really did.
Yes.
Because, like, I knew of Terry and, like, various memes with him. So, like...
But I had never fucking heard of him before.
No. And then I just, like... It enlightened her, and then she became a fan overnight. So that was pretty great. But, yeah, I'm happy with the pack overall. I definitely don't think it disappointed. I mean, I guess it's Smash. It can't help gravitating towards the RPG characters with stabby weapons, but I guess that's fine.
Yeah, no, I think...
I do hope that the next pack will kind of like I feel like Lloyd is the only one that's really on the table. Other than that, like, we won't really have... I think Dante uses swords. I don't know.
Dante uses swords.
But, like, other than that, I don't think we have too many characters with swords on the table anymore. It's just, it's the most common weapon in fiction. Like, you can't really blame people for that. So.
No.
But, yeah. I do kind of, that's the one thing I'll say here, is that I do kind of hope for a little bit more variety in terms of character types.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at it as like attention grabber game series that should have been represented by now, and then just Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Like, so
no,
when you
like,
look at it like that, it's less egregious.
Again, no. I'm not saying like these choices don't make sense or they should have picked something else, but like, I do hope that they kind of, dial back on the swords a little bit for the next one. And again, Joker doesn't even have a sword, and he's not even a sword character, but like, he comes close enough.
He has a knife.
Having the knife. It's like a tiny sword.
Yeah. Oh, he's mostly a stand user. So
no, I know. Again, like, it's debatable, but it's like it's the eternal argument with Smash. But at least here, like, you couldn't have Byleth without the sword, but I feel like they really balanced that one out. So even
was all they could have done besides saying Byleth doesn't have a creator sword because we didn't want to like have you like swords. Torch our fucking garage.
But yeah, I feel like, honestly, like, that one, like, I almost might not count that one. So, really, like, Hero's the only, like, literal sword character.
Yeah, and at least he has his thing with, like, there's a bunch of him.
Yeah. But, like, again, like, I'm not arguing that he's not an interesting character. But, like, yeah, so overall, you know what, I'm actually going to take that argument back. I think they did fine. I think they picked a fine balance of, like, things people would like nowadays, things to draw new people in, things to please old fans. I think they had a good balance going here, and I hope that they continue their streak in the future.
I agree. I think Pack 2 is going to be great, and the inclusion of a 6th character is just awesome.
That's also a good thing. I wonder what the pricing for it is.
It's slightly higher.
Well, obviously, it's going to be slightly higher, but...
I think it's $26.
That's okay. 26 is still not a lot. That's only like one more than last time.
Because it's literally like one more character, so they're literally pricing it as if like...
No. I'm saying like it's literally like $1 more, if that's the case.
Oh, it's 28 then. It's $4 or $5 more to make up for the new character, because they're all about $5.
That's not bad. I don't think anybody was really like clawing at the walls for the costume they include, so like I don't think that's gonna convince anybody to get the pack specifically, but like, I mean, hey, if you really like that armor set in Breath of the Wild, I guess
you go for it.
You do you. Also, interesting thing that I didn't really comment on is that
thing I forgot to mention for the pack 6, I wouldn't be mad if Rex was one of the characters.
No, because
I forgot to mention that.
Because he got fucked. Like, see, it like that's what the Nintendo character, they could go a number of routes.
For the 6th bonus character, I have a good feeling it might be Rex.
I could see that because he got fucked hard. And again, this is like basically they're starting fresh here. Also, we talked about Gino this entire time. We didn't even mention that. I think. Even so, like, I think the spirit rule is out of the window. Because,
no, I think it's completely out of the window now.
Because, like, these were considered with the base game in mind, I think.
And these are just kind of characters that he still wants to include, or like, regardless of anything else.
Yeah. Like, it's like, okay, so we have all these characters that we had planned out from the start, basically, with the game, or at least, like, halfway through development. Let's go with the characters that, like, I want in this game even so.
Yes.
Because this basically is where the game was originally going to end before the extension to the DLC was decided. So, yeah, I think that's fine.
I'm excited.
I am excited. I'm always excited for more Smash.
Yes.
This, like, hour and a half long video should tell you that. Hour and 20 minutes.
We just really, really like Smash here.
Yeah, I really like Smash here. But, it certainly is going to give me enough of an excuse to keep playing it.
Yes.
So, I do hope that, like, once they add all the characters, they kind of do they have an expansion to World of Light where they just have, like, an extra board with, like...
all the new characters?
All the new characters and, like, the spirits from their spirit boards, if they're gonna keep doing those for future DLC. Like, have those be, like, the spirits that just, like, show up, like, across the map there. Because you could probably make a spirit board out of all those characters. And I think that would be cool. So, I look forward to that. At least.
I love F. Byleth.
Yeah.
Byleth.
That's Byleth. Byleth is a good name.
She has a good design.
I
strongly disagree with anyone who says she has a bad design. She's a great design.
Who says she has a bad design?
Most people.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen more people say she has like a silly / stupid design than like.
I don't really think so. I don't know. Honestly, like, when it comes to the designs of the main characters in like the last 3 protagonists, I honestly think Corrin probably has the worst design by far.
She easily has the worst design. The thigh windows.
No, not even that. Just like the general like look of everything. Like, I don't know. I think Corrin's design is like a lot more of a mess.
Yeah.
Like, this at least looks like something that somebody would wear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I like F. Byleth's design so much. Like, it's clearly
also it's goth.
Yeah, like the lace is kind of stupid. I guess I've seen people say that they don't like that, but it's functional.
See, like, I don't know if it's that stupid. Like, it's better than running around with bare legs. I mean, if you're not gonna wear pants, then at least do that.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's better than nothing.
And I like that. Like, I know
it's purely aesthetic, but I also really don't care.
Like, I like her design a lot, and yeah. I don't know. I think she's cool.
Speaking of the designs, where's the costumes? Here's the costume part. I'm just gonna I'm gonna mute Sakurai for a sec. Why is like it's showing other things on like?
I don't know why it's not synced up.
It says, okay, so like yeah, the base costumes are fine. They're good.
I'm kind of sad that they couldn't manage to fit in her alternate costume that you could wear, because we didn't actually wear that costume in our game. We wore the other one.
We did in the end. We didn't wear it for, like, the first part, but, like, in the end. I really like all of these.
Like, yeah, that's really cool.
Again, despite, like, no matter what we feel about the character, I like the color palette on this
I really do, yes. I was just thinking
Is the cursor even on?
No, it's not.
No, it's not. On the
Edelgard one.
Yeah. The Dimitri one actually really looks like him, too.
Yes, it does. It looks alarmingly like him.
So that one's kind of, cool. Claw one's is fine.
I like the Sothis one.
Yeah, it's neat.
Bare legs.
Yes, bare legs. I didn't even notice that, but thank you for pointing it out to me. But yeah, and these are obviously canon costumes. So
see, what I like about F. Byleth's costume is that, like, it clearly looks feminine, and it's fan servicey, but it's tasteful.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's like overly anything, and it doesn't have like. It at least didn't go full on like. Here's just giant cleavage in your face.
Like, she's got big boobs, but like you can't really like.
Yeah, but like you'd also don't have to make female characters that don't have anything for the sake of not.
So like, I'm saying that she's a big boobed character, and you can see that, but you know she's got the thing on her chest that's covering the thing. And you can't really see her cleavage, and it's nice. I like her design a lot.
I'm not like. I didn't go here with a tape. I didn't come here with a tape measure, but like, are they like that big?
They're pretty
big.
big.
They're pretty big?
They're pretty big.
I'll take your word for it. Again, I didn't come in with a tape measure, so...
I think the armor makes them look bigger.
Maybe. I don't know. And also, there's not clear boob armor. It's just like...
No, I mean, like, she's wearing chest armor.
No, but I'm saying, like,
Yes.
they could have gone with,
like,
female armor.
No, she's not wearing that either.
No.
See, that's what I mean. Like, her design, it looks like something somebody would wear. The sleeves are kind of weird, but it's nothing...
Well, the male has the sleeves, too.
I've never seen that before, so it's at least interesting. I've never seen that.
Maybe that's because I've been playing Final Fantasy X, but it's the same thing that Auron has.
But it's with both sleeves.
It's with both sleeves.
Like, she's half wearing the sleeve. It's weird.
Yeah.
I like it, though.
But again, it's exactly like that. It's the same exact design choice.
Yes.
But yeah, yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm satisfied with this.
Yes.
This was not a complete waste NATO of my $5 on soon. So.
No, definitely not. Because I don't know what to tell people who either didn't expect this or are mad about it, because it was gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Three Houses is like the big game from last year for Nintendo.
It's still big. People are still talking about it. People are still buzzing about it.
It's still getting DLC updates and stuff. Like, it's not even dead yet.
For the European streams of this, they added a trailer for new Three Houses DLC.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So for European streams only, apparently.
That's interesting. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so they're releasing a new wave of DLC, and it was announced... well, not releasing... They released a trailer for it immediately after this.
Oh, that's neat.
We'll watch that later. It's interesting looking.
Yeah, I don't think we have to react to that.
No, it's only like a minute long.
Yeah.
Did we get the DLC for Three Houses?
Yeah, I got the DLC for Three Houses.
Do we have it for both our games, or just mine? Oh, wait, no, we only have one copy.
I only have one copy, and I have it on my Switch, the DLC.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, because I got the costume.
We need to play the DLC.
The costume was... Yeah, I know, but we... See, what we need to do is we need to get back to streaming. So,
yes.
Here to announce to you that we are going to start streaming again.
Yes, because we need to play the other house.
I always feel like we have a period where we just have
we're
dead
exhausted.
Time.
Yes, and then we have a bunch of content.
And then we have like a reaction video to something, and then we're like, you know what? We should really start streaming again.
You know what? Like YouTube? Oh my god, this YouTube thing.
Oh god, the YouTube thing. I forgot about the fucking YouTube thing. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna get back into. We really need to play Radiant Dawn. We need to finish that up.
We really need to play Radiant
So
Dawn.
we're gonna do that first, and then once we're done that, we're gonna go through Golden Deer, and then we're gonna play the rest of the game. So, any last thoughts other than this extra 2 hours of thoughts that we've had?
Byleth's leggings.
Yes. Is your thing gonna be attached to the front of this, or what are we gonna do with that?
I might just
actually we don't have to talk about it because obviously it already has happened. So yeah, we just probably upload it separately.
Yeah.
If you want more content of us talking about stuff, then there you go. But
mine is mercifully short.
Yes, but with that. Did you just do the trailer with commentary, or did you do everything?
I did the whole thing.
The
whole half hour, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not mercifully short if it's the entire video still.
But I mean, I didn't talk afterward.
But yeah. Yeah. I guess that's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys all for watching, and see you guys all for the next Smash update, because we probably aren't gonna do anything between those. No, okay, I'm kidding.
Well.
See you for whatever we do next.
Yes.
So, bye for now.
Bye.
Byleth for now.
Byleth for now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.